Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you. If you have a business, you could be delivering your message just like I am to you this very minute. Please contact us for sponsorship opportunities by emailing fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that's fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Thank you for joining our broadcast.
And welcome back to Ottawa, Iowa. You're watching Hinton Blackhawk girls postseason action. Tonight you're watching a Class 2A Region 8 quarterfinal between the Hinton Blackhawks on the road tonight to take on the West Monona Spartans. West Monona Spartans coming at 14-7 overall. They were 6-5 in their Western Valley Conference, and the Blackhawks are 10-10 overall. They finished 5-5 in the War Eagle. West Monona comes in winning 3 in a row, and the Blackhawks 2 in a row. So you're going to watch a couple teams coming in with hot starts to the season. We want to thank our sponsors tonight. We have a couple different sponsors for you for postseason action tonight. We're going to have Allstate Insurance, Ryan Stussy, and we're also going to have Kunkel Trucking. Thank you to those two sponsors for bringing you this action, along with Forward Digital Solutions, of course. We'll be right back with the starting lineups after this word from one of our sponsors.
Tonight's live stream is sponsored by Allstate agent Ryan Stussy of Dakota Dunes. Ryan Stussy is proud to support the Hinton Blackhawks, and you could call him for any of your insurance needs at 605-377-6776. Go Hinton Blackhawks from Ryan Stussy, your Allstate agent. Allstate, you're in good hands.
And welcome back for postseason girls action. You're watching Hinton Blackhawks take on West Monona Spartans. They're on the road tonight. It's a first round for both of these teams, but it's really the second round. We started with 11 teams in the Region 8 Class 2A, and we're down to 8 teams after tonight. There'll only be 4. So the winner of this game is going to advance to the regional semifinal on Friday night to play the winner of Trainer and Lawton. That game is scheduled to be played at Trainer, assuming Trainer wins tonight in their game versus Lawton. But both these teams are fighting to try to stay alive for a trip to state. Starting lineups first for the Blackhawks, coached by Matt Leary. We'll have number 11, Aubrey Lake. The sophomore's averaging 8 points a game. Number 15, Anna Coffey is a junior, averaging 12 points a game. Number 23, Ashley Gavarna, the freshman, averaging 4 points per game. And number 24, Kyra Peters, a freshman, averaging 3 points per game. And number 33, Bella Badar, the junior, averaging 13.2 points a game. For the Blackhawks, Anna Coffey and Bella Badar kind of lead the scoring all year long. Those two are going to get the team going, but Ashley Gavarna and Aubrey Lake are certainly capable of adding to the points tonight. For the West Monona Spartans, a little bit of a different story, and you'll notice as I go through the starting lineup. Number 10, Miela Struble, a junior, averaging 4 points per game. Number 12, Taylor Struble, she's a senior, averaging 2 points per game. Number 14, Jordan Collison's a senior, averaging 6.6 points a game. And number 32, Mallory McCall, the senior, averaging 22.3 points per game. And number 44, Michaela Haynes, a junior, averaging 6.4 points per game. We'll be right back with more information after this brief timeout.
Kunkel Trucking is a proud Hinton supporter of both athletic and academics. For over 20 years, Kunkel Trucking has been hauling livestock both locally and regionally. With a fleet of trucks, they can make sure your haul gets from point A to point B on time. Go Blackhawks from Kunkel Trucking.
Tonight's live stream is sponsored by Allstate agent Ryan Stussy of Dakota Dunes. Ryan Stussy is proud to support the Hinton Blackhawks, and you could call him for any of your insurance needs at 605-377-6776. Go Hinton Blackhawks from Ryan Stussy, your Allstate agent. Allstate, you're in good hands.
And welcome back to Ottawa, Iowa. We'll just get done with the national anthem. We're about ready to kick things off here. As I was going through the starting lineup, you may have noticed the Blackhawks have a little bit more balanced scoring. Bella Badar and Anna Coffey lead the team with 13.2 and 12.3 points respectively. And Aubrey Lake and Ashlyn Kavarna both chip in around 8 to 9 points per game. That's a different story for the Spartans. The Spartans all go and operate through one player. Number 32, Mallory McCall, the senior. She's averaging 22 points a game. She's also the leading rebounder at 10.8 points a game. So I'm sure the Blackhawks' goal is going to be able to slow her down. If they can do that and make some of these other girls perform unlike they performed the rest of the year, the Blackhawks have a great chance. Teams come in, the Spartans are averaging 54 points a game, the Blackhawks 52.3 points per game. So it should be a great battle. Looking forward to this one. We'll be right back. All right, now we didn't go. We're going to start the game here, so we're ready to go. We're underway here. We're going to get the tip-off going. It'll be Anna Coffey jumping for the Blackhawks. It'll be number 32, Mallory McCall, jumping for the Spartans. The Spartans are going to start with the ball first. That's number 14, Jordan Collison with the ball in her hand. Over to number 10, Miela Struble. Back to Collison. Ball stolen and tipped away by Kyra Peters. She's going to give it up to Bella Badar. Over to Ashlyn Kavarna. She feeds it into Anna Coffey. Bella Badar in the corner with the ball. She's trapped by a couple Spartans. Ashlyn Kavarna's three-point attempt is no good. In and out. It's going to be rebounded by number 14. That's Jordan Collison. She feeds it ahead. Oh, excuse me. That was number 10, Malia Struble. She feeds it to Collison. Now over to McCall. McCall is wearing the face guard tonight. She must have been elbowed in the nose a few times. That's happened to a few people over the years. Three-point shot's no good by Struble. Rebounded by Ashlyn Kavarna. She feeds Aubrey Lake. Aubrey Lake brings across the front court for the Blackhawks. She feeds it down to Anna Coffey. Anna Coffey's shot's up and good. And the Blackhawks lead by 2 as we have under 7 minutes to go first quarter. Just underway here in Ottawa. This Class 2A Region 8 quarterfinal. Blackhawks traveling and taking on the Spartans. Amelia Struble with the ball. Over to Tanya Struble. Taya Struble, my fault, sorry. Small print on the program and old eyes. And that's going to be McCall with the 2-point. It's up and good for West Monona. So that's not what the Blackhawks want to see. They don't want to see her getting off to a good start if you're a Blackhawk fan. Of course, if you're a Spartan fan, that's exactly what you want to see. Aubrey Lake with the ball in the front court. Tries to feed down low to Kyra Peters. It's going to be tipped away. Out of balance. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. 6:20 to go first quarter. Bella Badar will inbound the ball for the Blackhawks. Ball is going to be kicked out of bounds. So the Blackhawks will inbound the ball again from the same spot. Once again, thank you for Ryan Stussy, Allstate Insurance, and Kunkel Trucking bringing you coverage of tonight's postseason action. Aubrey Lake gets the ball in from Bella Badar. Gives it up to Kavarna. Kavarna drives, shot is up, and it's good. She gets the 8-footer to fall, and the Blackhawks lead by 2. 6:10 to go first quarter. Struble brings the ball in the front court for the Spartans. Over to Jordan Collison. She's going to feed it down low to number 44, Michaela Haynes. Her shot's no good. Rebounded by Anna Coffey. Coffey kicks it back to Lake. Lake gives it over to Kavarna. Over to Badar. Over to Coffey. Back to Badar. Over to Lake. Kicks it out to Kavarna. West Monona kind of in a diamond zone here. Maybe a 1-3-1. Aubrey Lake, a three-point shot. Up, no good. Badar gets the rebound, but McCall steals it away, and McCall will bring the ball back the other way for the Spartans. Spartans trailing by 2 with 5:20 to go first quarter. They're trying to feed McCall. Coast of Blackhawks collapse on her. Jordan Collison's three-point shot is up and good. And the Spartans take their first lead of the night with 5:08 to go in first quarter. Coffey in the front court has the ball tipped away. She gets it back, gives it to Lake. Lake stops and shoots just inside the free throw line. That shot's up and good, and the Blackhawks are back out in front by 1 as we have under 5 minutes to go first quarter. Miela Struble brings the ball in the front court over to McCall. McCall fields Haynes down low. That shot's going to be up and good. and the foul is going to be on number 11, Aubrey Lake. That's going to be her first personal foul and the team's first this half. So that'll put Michaela Haynes at the line shooting free throw. She's shooting 35% on the year coming into the game. Shot is up. Shot's good. And the Spartans lead by 2. Quickly getting the ball to Anna Coffey. She breaks the half-court press, dribbles in the front court. Ball is tipped away. Now it's going to be tied up. We're going to have a jump ball. It should be Blackhawk basketball, and it will be. 4:38 to go first quarter. Blackhawks trail by 2. Badar calls out the call for the Blackhawks, and she'll inbound the ball. Number 21, Ashlyn Renzel's checked in for the Blackhawks. Over in the corner, Badar's three-point shot is up, no good. Rebounded by McCall for the Spartans, and she'll bring the ball back up the court. Gives it ahead to Jordan Collison. Ball's tipped away, rebounded by McCall. Over to Miela Struble. Struble's three-point shot's no good, rebounded by Ashlyn Kavarna. Ahead to Bella Badar. Back to Ashlyn Kavarna. Lake gets it back. Now they feed Coffey down low. Coffey's drawing a lot of attention when she gets in the lane. Ashlyn Kavarna's going to be called for a travel. She took a sidestep there on the shot. It'll be a turnover. It'll be Spartans basketball. We have 4:05 to go first quarter. Spartans lead by 2. Now we have a substitution delay here. It looks like Mia Fleckenstein's going to check in for the Blackhawks. And going to give Anna Coffey a break, as I believe she might have a small injury. Nothing major. Hopefully she can be back in the game soon. So Miela Struble brings the ball up court for the Spartans. Ball stolen away by Ashlyn Kavarna. Feeds it to Lake. Lake across court to Badar. Badar underneath the hoop. Her shot's up. No good. No foul called. They're going to play on as Taya Struble brings the ball back for the Spartans. Over to Jordan Collins. Collins' three-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Ashlyn Renzel. She kicks it ahead to Aubrey Lake. Aubrey Lake to the basket. Her shot is up. No good. Tipped around by the Spartans. And as Miela Struble's going for the ball, there's going to be a foul called. That foul is going to be called on number 11, Aubrey Lake. That'll be Aubrey's second personal foul and the second for the Blackhawks this half. Checking in the game for the Blackhawks will be Kyra Peters and Cadence Peters. As Aubrey takes a seat with those 2 fouls, and Bella Badar takes a seat for a brief break. 3:30 to go, first quarter. Blackhawks trail by 2. McCall goes down the lane. They collapse on her. She kicks it out. They give it to number 22, Jaden Struble. Jalen Struble, sorry. That shot's going to be no good. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. Ahead to Ashlyn Kavarna. To Mia Fleckenstein. Cross court. Cadence Peters. Over to Kyra Peters. Back to Ashlyn Kavarna. Over to Mia Fleckenstein. Mia gives it back to Ashlyn Renzel. Back to Peters. That's Kyra Peters with the ball right now. Cadence Peters, number 13. Loose ball fought for by Mia Fleckenstein and a host of other players. McCall's going to come up with it. She feeds it ahead to Collison. Now the ball's stolen away by Ashlyn Renzel. And as she tries to get a pass off, she's going to be fouled. That's going to be the first Spartan foul. It's going to be on number 14. That'll be the Spartans' first foul, and it's also Jordan Collison's first foul of the game. I apologize, folks. The referees are facing away from me, so it takes me a little bit longer to get the foul calls, as I have to wait for the scoreboard to report it from my view up in the bird's nest. So the Blackhawks have the ball tipped away again. Mallory McCall on the breakaway. Shot is up and good. And the Spartans have a 4-point lead as the ball is inbounded. Ashlyn Kavarna brings the ball up the court with 2:05 to go. First quarter pass is a little hot. It's going to be out of bounds. It'll be Spartan basketball as they lead by 4. We have 2:08 exactly on the clock as the ball is inbounded. To number 20, that's Casey Miller. Shot up and good, no good by Collison. Going to be rebounded by Mia Fleckenstein. She gives it to Ashlyn Kavarna, being guarded by McCall. Gets it ahead to Ashlyn Renzel. Back to Ashlyn Kavarna. Kavarna looks to drive, stops, shoots just inside the three-point line. It's up and good. And that's going to close it within 2 as we have 1:34 and counting to go first quarter. Casey Miller feeds it down to inside to number 50, Abby Wessel. It's tipped away and gathered by Renzel. Renzel's going to bring the ball up the court for the Blackhawks. Back to Ashlyn Kavarna. She feeds Renzel. On the feed, she's going to be fouled. That's going to be the second Spartan foul. I believe that's going to be on number 50. Yes, it is. On number 50, Abby Wetzel. That's going to be her first and the team's second this half. Bella Badar checks back in for the Blackhawks, and Ashlyn Renzel takes a break. Anna Coffey checks back in for the Blackhawks. And Cadence Peters will take a break. Checking back in for the Spartans will be number 44, Michaela Haynes. So 1:11 to go. Bella Badar inbound the ball for the Blackhawks. It's stolen away by number 22, Jalen Struble. She feeds it ahead to Casey Miller. Miller's shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Mia Fleckenstein. She'll feed it to Bella Badar, and Badar will bring the ball up the court for the Blackhawks. Under 1 minute to go now. Over to Renzel. Renzel's shot is up and good, just inside the free throw line. That's going to tie it at 10 as we have 50 seconds to go first quarter. Spartans try to feed it into Haynes. Haynes turnaround jumper is no good. Rebounded by Anna Coffey. She gives it to Renzel, right back to Coffey. Coffey will dribble in the front court over to Bella Badar in the corner. 25 seconds to go. They feed Coffey down low, and a trio of Spartans collapse on her. Renzel gives it up to Badar. Over to Coffey again. 15 seconds. Coffey drives, kicks it out to Ashlyn Renzel. Renzel's three-point shot is up, no good. It's going to be a rebound by Jordan Collison, and there's going to be an over-the-back foul on the Blackhawks. That'll be Mia Fleckenstein's first foul and the team's third this half. We have 11 seconds to go as the Spartans inbound the basketball. Tipped ahead, stolen away by Ashlyn Renzel. She feeds Coffey, back to Renzel. Renzel shots up, no good, but she's going to draw the foul, and that'll send her to the line with 3.9 seconds to go in the first quarter. That foul is going to be on number 22, Jalen Struble. That's going to be her first foul and the team's third this half. So Ashlyn Renzel's at the line shooting 2. Ashlyn's shooting 63% on the year. First free throw is up, no good. Ashlyn's second free throw upcoming here for the Blackhawks. It's up, and it's going to find the rim. Now give the Blackhawks the 1-point lead with 3 seconds to go. Ball stolen by Anna Coffey. Her shot's up, no good. No fouls called, and that's the way the first quarter is going to end. Blackhawks lead 11-10 on your Taggart Power Sports scoreboard. We'll be right back after this commercial break. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk basketball postseason style.
Kunkel Trucking is a proud Hinton supporter of both athletic and academics. For over 20 years, Kunkel Trucking has been hauling livestock both locally and regionally. With a fleet of trucks, they can make sure your haul gets from point A to point B on time. Go Blackhawks from Kunkel Trucking.
Tonight's live stream is sponsored by Allstate agent Ryan Stussy of Dakota Dunes. Ryan Stussy is proud to support the Hinton Blackhawks, and you could call him for any of your insurance needs at 605-377-6776. Go Hinton Blackhawks from Ryan Stussy, your Allstate agent. Allstate, you're in good hands.
And welcome back to Ottawa, Iowa. We're just ready to start the second quarter of this Class 2A Region 8 quarterfinal game between the Hinton Blackhawks and the West Monona Spartans. Hinton leads by 1. We're just getting ready to start the second quarter. And West Monona is going to inbound the ball. Ball be inbounded to Malia Struble. Over to Taya Struble. Down to McCall. McCall's jumper is going to be good. And just like that, McCall's going to give the Spartans a lead by 1 early in the second quarter. Now Coffey's trapped. She gets it ahead. Kyra Peters. Over to Ashlyn Renzel, down to Ashlyn Kavarna, to Badar. Badar gives it back up, cross court. Kyra Peters, she's going to give it back up to Ashlyn Renzel. Feed down low to Coffee. Coffee out to Badar. Badar's three-point shot from the corner is in and out, no good. Tipped around, gathered by Anna Coffee. She's going to go back up the hoop. Swatted, there's no foul. Coaches have some questions about that call, but there was no foul called. It's going to be a foul called on the Blackhawks. And the foul is going to be on number 23, Ashlyn Kavarna. That'll be her first and the team's fourth. So the Spartans will inbound the ball. Number 12, Taya Struble, inbound the ball. She's going to give it ahead to Miela Struble. Getting the front court to Collison. Ahead to Haynes. Haynes drives, tries to feed McCall. It's out of bounds. And it'll be Blackhawk basketball. Some confusion there by the Spartans as to who was doing what. But if you're a Blackhawk fan, that's going to work out just fine as the Blackhawks get the ball back. Trailing by 1 with just under 7 minutes to go, second quarter. Badar gives it to Coffee. Coffee gives it in the front court. Tries to feed Renzel. It's tipped away by McCall. She's going to feed Taya Struble. Struble is going to give it back to McCall. To Miela Struble. Over to Collison. Collins' three-point shot's no good. Rebounded by Ashlyn Renzel. She'll give it up to Ashlyn Kavarna, who'll bring the ball up court in the front court to Bella Badar. Badar hits Coffee down low. Coffee spins, kicks it back to Badar. Badar drives, shot, 15-footers, no good. There's going to be a foul call. That's going to put Bella Badar at the free throw line. Shooting 2 as that foul is going to be on the Spartans. Number 10, that's Miela Struble. That's her first foul and the team's fourth this half. First free throw for the Badar is up, no good. Badar shooting 73% on the year. She is the leading free throw shooter for the Blackhawks. Second free throw coming for Badar. It's up, and it's good. We got a tie ball game with 6:20 to go first half. Struble gets in the front court over to Collison. She gives it away to McCall. Now try to feed Haynes. Haynes rips it away from Renzel and then falls down. This shouldn't be called for a travel. And a ball go back to the Blackhawks. It's going to be a turnover for the Spartans. So Anna Coffey will inbound for the Blackhawks as the Spartans are going to pick up full court press now on the inbound. Into Kyra Peters. Back to Ashlyn Kavarna. Over to Anna Coffey. Coffey spins through the double team. Passes to Bella Badar. Badar guarded closely by Haynes. Kicks it across to Peters. Ashlyn Renzel's three-point shot from the corner, no good off the front of the rim. Saved by Badar, but they're going to say she was out of bounds when she touched it. It'll be Spartan basketball with 5:52 to go in first half. Blackhawks been in a lot of close games this year, so they're used to that. I'm not sure how many close games the Spartans have been in. Looking at their record, I'll try to get that information for you as the night goes along. But right now we've got a close one. It's 12-12. As the ball's going to be inbounded to Miela Struble. Over to Jordan Collison. Back out to Struble. Jordan Collison's three-point shot's up, no good. Rebounded by Anna Coffey. Then the ball's tipped away from her by number 50, Abby Wessel. And the shot's going to be up and good by McCall. So the Spartans are back in front by 2. Anna Coffey inbounds the ball to Ashlyn Kavarna. Feeds Ashlyn Renzel. Renzel tries to dribble through a double team. It's going to be kicked out of bounds. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. Coach yelling instructions to make sure you're passing through the zone, not dribble through that press. Anna Coffey's going to inbound the ball to Ashlyn Kavarna. Kavarna walks the ball in the front court for the Blackhawks. Back to Peters. Kavarna drives, stops, kicks it out to Ashlyn Renzel. Over to Anna Coffey. Coffey over to Kavarna. Kavarna's three-point shots off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Bella Badar. Good hustle by Badar. Is going to get the ball back to the Blackhawks. They're going to reset. Ashlyn Kavarna over to Ashlyn Renzel. Back to Kyra Peters. Over to Ashlyn Renzel. Back to Kyra Peters. Over to Ashlyn Kavarna. Long cross-court passes. The Spartans are looking to steal those. They get it back to Renzel in the corner. Kavarna. Kavarna gives it up to Badar. Badar's guarded closely by a Spartan. Spartans really have the lane packed. They're not going to let the Blackhawks drive the basket. If anything, they're going to have to shoot these outside shots. There's one just inside the three-point line's up, no good. Rebounded by Ashlyn Kavarna. And it'll be saved to Anna Coffey, who saves that to Peters over to Badar. Badar drives through the traffic. The shot's going to be up and good. And that's going to tie the ball game with 3:56 to go. And Coach Matt Leary wants a timeout. We'll take one with them. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk basketball postseason edition. We'll be back after a word from one of our sponsors.
Kunkel Trucking is a proud Hinton supporter of both athletic and academics. For over 20 years, Kunkel Trucking has been hauling livestock both locally and regionally. With a fleet of trucks, they can make sure your haul gets from point A to point B on time. Go Blackhawks from Kunkel Trucking.
And welcome back to Ottawa, Iowa on a cold night in the Midwest. You're watching the West Monona Spartans taking on the Hinton Blackhawks. 14-14 game with 3:56 to go first half. Spartans inbound the ball, and the Blackhawks are trying a little full-court press of their own. Badar is harassing Struble. She turns it over. Coffey's got the ball back to Badar. Badar steps through the double team. Shots up, no good. Rebounded by Abby Wessel for the Spartans, and she gives it ahead to Taya Struble, who's going to feed Jordan Collison. Collison spins, feeds Wessel down low. That shot's going to fall. So she's going to get the shot and a bonus. That foul is going to be called by on the Blackhawks number. Waiting for the call here. I believe it's 23, Ashlyn Kavarna. Nope, it's going to be on 25, Kyra Peters. So that would be Peters' first foul and the team's fifth. At the line shooting the bonus is going to be number 50, Abby Wessel. Wessel's a 69% free throw shooter. That shot's no good. Tipped around. It's going to be gathered by Jordan Collison for the Spartans. She pops and shoots from the free throw line. That's going to get in. And the Spartans are going to take a 4-point lead with 3:20 to go first half. Kavarna ahead to Badar in the front court. And they're going to say she stepped out of bounds. That's going to be a turnover back to the Spartans. So inbound the ball for the Spartans will be Jalen Struble. 3 Struble girls on the team here. I'm assuming that they're related somehow. She's going to give it up to Casey Miller. Miller gets it over to Jordan Collison. That ball's tipped away by Anna Coffey. Now it's going to be stolen by Kavarna. Her arm is ripped off the socket. No foul called. Spartans steal it. Going back the other way. That's going to be number 22, Jalen Struble. Her shot's no good. Rebounded by Ashlyn Kavarna. And Kavarna's going to bring the ball up the court for the Blackhawks. Guarded closely by Casey Miller. Now she gets it over to Kyra Peters. Bella Badar's three-point shot from the corner is no good. Rebounded by number 20, Casey Miller. That's tipped away by Fleckenstein, but they're going to call a foul on Mia. That's going to be Mia's second personal foul and the team's 6th. I'm sure that Coach Leary is not happy with that turn of events. He's got his arms folded over there, but not much he can do about it. The call wasn't made. Number 22, Jalen Struble inbounds the ball to Casey Miller. She tries to feed McCall off and out of bounds. That'll be a turnover, Spartans. So Blackhawks trail by 4. 2:38 to go first half. Ashlyn Kavarna will get the ball from Anna Coffey to Mia Fleckenstein. And that pass is going to be too hot to handle, out of bounds, out of the reach of Aubrey Lake. Both teams need to just settle down a little bit here as they're throwing the ball a little too hot for their teammates to handle. But it's postseason. Both teams probably a little extra fired up tonight. Casey Miller gets the ball inbounds for the Spartans. She feeds it over to Jalen Struble. Ball's tipped away, but regathered by Casey Miller. Miller tries to drive, and they're going to call a blocking foul. That blocking foul is going to be on number 11, Aubrey Lake, and that's going to be Aubrey's 3rd personal foul of the first half. It's going to be the team's 7th. So that's going to put Casey Miller at the line shooting a 1-on-1. Casey, the freshman, shooting 44% on the year from the free throw line. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded underneath by Wessel. That ball's partially blocked and rebounded by Bella Badar. Miller's going to pick up the pressure on Badar. She gets across the front court. Gives it over to Ashlyn Kavarna. Back to Badar. Cadence Peters is checked in the game for the Blackhawks. And that 3-point shot by Ashlyn Kavarna's no good. Rebounded by Cadence Peters. She feeds Kavarna down low. Kavarna's shot is up and good. And the Blackhawks are within 2 as we have under 2 minutes to go, first half. Passed by Casey Miller, tipped away, regathered by Casey Miller. She's going to throw it. It's going to be out of bounds. It'll be a turnover. Spartans, the ball goes back to the Blackhawks. So Bella Badar is going to inbound the ball for the Blackhawks. Inbounds it to Ashlyn Kavarna. Kavarna feeds it back to Badar. Casey Miller trying the one-person press, but Blackhawks get it. Bella's going to shoot a three-pointer. That's going to be off the mark, front of the rim. Rebounded by Cadence Peters. She kicks it out to Ashlyn Kavarna. Over to Bella Badar. Over to Cadence Peters. Peters feeds it to Anna Coffey. Coffey drives to the lane, kicks it out. Mia Fleckenstein's three-point shot's no good. It's going to be rebounded by Taya Struble. She gives it head to Mallory McCall. McCall brings in the front court. Back to Struble. Ball's going to be tipped and stolen by Anna Coffey, and then she's tripped, and there's no foul called. And Coach Leary is not happy, and I agree with him. But it doesn't matter, in my opinion, as that three-point shot's going to go in for Jalen Struble, and that's a big turn of events as instead of Coffey having a breakaway, the Spartans are able to get a three-point shot. That's a 5-point swing. So Bella Badar to the rack. Shot is up and good, and she'll have a chance for a three-point play of her own. That Spartan foul is going to be on number 50. That'll be Abby Wessel. That'll be Abby's second personal foul and the team's 5th. At the line shooting 2 for the Blackhawks will be Bella Badar. That's who you want there if you're a Blackhawk fan. She's shooting 73% on the year. Bella's first free throw is no good. Rebounded by McCall, but Anna Coffey steals it away. And then she lost the ball and re-dribble. It's going to be a turnover back to the Spartans. So it's a 3-point game. Blackhawks trail 21-18 on your Tigers Power Sports scoreboard. 45 seconds to go, first half. Spartans, before they can inbound the ball, there's going to be a timeout called by Spartans. We'll take one with them. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk basketball.
Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you. If you have a business, you could be delivering your message just like I am to you this very minute. Please contact us for sponsorship opportunities by emailing fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that's fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Thank you for joining our broadcast.
And welcome back. Welcome back to Ottawa, Iowa. You're watching postseason action. Blackhawks taking on the West Monona Spartans. Spartans inbound the ball, 45 seconds to go, first half. And we're going to have a double dribble, and that's going to be a turnover back to the Blackhawks. Lots of turnovers tonight, lots of fairly sloppy passing. It's just, I think, jitters from the postseason. Both teams know that win tonight, and you move on. If you don't, you're going to be turning your equipment tomorrow, and neither team wants to do that. So I think both teams are playing a little extra hard. But they'll settle down here. We have a good game going on, 21-18, 40 seconds to go first half. In the front court to Kyra Peters. Kyra Peters gives it to Ashlyn Kavarna. Ball's tipped away, regathered by Kavarna, and she's tackled by number 10, Miela Struble. That foul is going to be on number 10. That'll be her second personal foul. And it'll be the Spartans' 6th this half. So Ashlyn Kavarna has the ball. Over to Kyra Peters, over to Ashlyn Renzel. Renzel drives, kicks it back out to Peters. That ball is going to be tipped away out of bounds. It'll still be Blackhawk basketball with 21 seconds to go in the first half. Over to Ashlyn Kavarna. Too high for Peters. Out of bounds. That's going to be another turnover for the Blackhawks. And I'm sure both teams at halftime are going to talk about taking care of that basketball. As we're going to have a sub, Bella Badar will step out, and Cadence Peters will check in for the Blackhawks. Struble brings the ball in the front court. Malia Struble with the ball back. Shot's going to be up and partially blocked. That shot was by number 40, Megan Bonham. it's going to be no good, and that's how the half's going to end. So at halftime, your score is the Spartans lead 21-18 over the Blackhawks. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk basketball. We'll be right back with a recap of the first half and get you set for the second half after this commercial break from our sponsors.
Tonight's live stream is sponsored by Allstate agent Ryan Stussy of Dakota Dunes. Ryan Stussy is proud to support the Hinton Blackhawks, and you could call him for any of your insurance needs at 605-377-6776. Go Hinton Blackhawks from Ryan Stussy, your Allstate agent. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Kunkel Trucking is a proud Hinton supporter of both athletic and academics. For over 20 years, Kunkel Trucking has been hauling livestock both locally and regionally. With a fleet of trucks, they can make sure your haul gets from point A to point B on time. Go Blackhawks from Kunkel Trucking.
And welcome back to Onaway, Iowa. We're at halftime of the varsity girls playoff action. The West Monona Spartans lead your Blackhawks 21-18 on the Taggart's Power Sports scoreboard. Leading scorer for the Blackhawks that half is going to be number 23, Ashlyn Kavarna, with 6 points. Bella Badar has chipped in 5. Ashton Renzel, 3. Anna Coffey, 2. For the Spartans, the leading scorer is the leading scorer for them all season, Mallory McCall. She has 8 points. And a couple other players have a couple points each for the Spartans. But McCall's been the story in the first half. But really, the story for both teams in the first half has been turnovers. So both teams will hopefully get that cleaned up for the second half. We're going to take a break as we have about 8 minutes to go before the start of the second half here. Reminder, though, if you're looking to sponsor, Fuller Digital Solutions is looking for sponsors for both the playoffs as we continue on, as the Hinton Blackhawk boys will be playing on Thursday night, and they're still looking for sponsors for that game if you'd like to be a part of that broadcast. And also, we're going to be covering spring summer sports, so there's still plenty of time to get your action on Fuller Digital Solutions. You can email them at fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. You can also follow Fuller Digital Solutions on Facebook, and I'm sure you can message them that way as well, as again, they're looking for sponsors for both postseason and spring summer sports. So we're going to take a break. We'll be back in approximately 7 minutes, and we'll get you ready for second half action. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk basketball.
Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you. If you have a business, you could be delivering your message just like I am to you this very minute. Please contact us for sponsorship opportunities by emailing fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that's fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Thank you for joining our broadcast.
And welcome back to Full Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk postseason action. You're watching the varsity girls on the road taking on the West Monona Spartans. We're at halftime. We've got about 2 minutes to go till we're going to get underway second half. Both teams just coming back out to start their warm-ups for second half. Recapping first half action for the Spartans, leading scorer was the main target we said we had to be worried about, Mallory McCall, as she scored 8 points to lead the Spartans. The Blackhawks were kind of balanced in scoring, led by Ashlyn Kavarna with 6, Bella Badar with 5, and a couple other players chipped in 2 points apiece as it's 21-18 on the Taggart Power Sports scoreboard. We'll be right back with the second half action after this commercial break from one of our sponsors.
Tonight's live stream is sponsored by Allstate agent Ryan Stussy of Dakota Dunes. Ryan Stussy is proud to support the Hinton Blackhawks, and you could call him for any of your insurance needs at 605-377-6776. Go Hinton Blackhawks from Ryan Stussy, your Allstate agent. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Kunkel Trucking is a proud Hinton supporter of both athletic and academics. For over 20 years, Kunkel Trucking has been hauling livestock both locally and regionally. With a fleet of trucks, they can make sure your haul gets from point A to point B on time. Go Blackhawks from Kunkel Trucking.
Sorry about that. We had a little audio issue, so we're just underway second half here. The Blackhawks inbound the ball, kicked away. Aubrey Lake out of bounds. They're going to stay Blackhawk basketball. It's going to say it's off of Spartan. So Bella Badar inbounds the ball. Over to Kyra Peters. Back to Bella Badar. Badar tries to gather the ball and does. But she's kind of trapped. Now she's going to give it up to Aubrey Lake. Lake playing with 3 fouls right now. Bella Badar's three-point shot behind the line. No good. Rebounded her own shot over to Lake. Lake drives, kicks it back to Badar. Badar drives, kicks it to Ashlyn Kavarna. Kavarna's going to go cross court to Aubrey Lake. Lake drives, shots up, no good. Rebounded by McCall for the Spartans. And she kicks it ahead to Taya Struble. Over to Jordan Collison. Collison's three-point shots, no good. Rebounded by McCall. McCall tries to put it back up, does. No good. Rebounded by Ashlyn Kavarna. Contact there, no foul. McCall looks around, no foul call, but they've been letting them play tonight for sure. That ball is going to be blocked by Collison and rebounded by Collison, and she gets it ahead to Miela Struble, who brings in the front court for the Spartans. She tries to feed McCall. It's tipped away by Badar and Kavarna. It's going to be a jump ball. It'll be Spartan basketball, as the Blackhawks started with it. Once again, shout out to the Hinton boys last night with a 54-50 win over West Sioux Falcons. They're going to play Thursday night at Boyden Hall. You can find that game on Fuller Digital Solutions. Like them on Facebook, follow them on YouTube. You'll be able to be notified of what games they're covering. But I know Thursday night, the Blackhawks will be right here on Fuller Digital Solution. And if the Blackhawks can win this game, you might be able to follow them Friday night against the winner of Trainer and Lawton. That ball is going to be tipped away out of bounds. It'll be Blackhawk basketball still. Oh, sorry, Spartan basketball. Spartans inbound the ball. It's going to be Jordan Collison. Shots off, rebounded by Ashlyn Kavarna. She rips it away from Struble, gives it ahead to Ashlyn Renzel. She tries to pass it. She's going to be fouled. That'll be a foul on number 12, Taya Struble. That's going to be her first personal and the first this half for the Spartans. So Aubrey Lake will inbound the ball for the Blackhawks. Feeds it in to Cadence Peters, to Coffey, back to Peters, back to Coffey. Coffey down low across court to Aubrey Lake. Lake stops, shoots it. No good. Rebounded, well, tried to rebound by Ashlyn Renzel. It's going to go out of bounds. And they pointed the wrong way, but I was pretty sure that was Blackhawk basketball, and it will be. Ashton Guevara inbounds for the Blackhawks. Gets it ahead to Aubrey Lake. Over to Cadence Peters. Coffey's shot is partially blocked and rebounded by Jordan Collison for the Spartans. Collison brings in the front court. Nobody scored this half. We're under 6 minutes to go, third quarter. Same scores we had at halftime, 21-18 in favor of the Spartans. Miela Struble over to Jordan Collison's three-point shot is no good off the front of the rim. And Anna Coffey's off to the races for the Blackhawks. She tries to go to the hoop. They're going to call a carry. And that'll be another turnover back to the Spartans. So all the teams have done so far is miss shots and exchange turnovers. There's been no change in scores. We have 5:30 to go third quarter. Spartans get the ball into Miela Struble. She lowers the shoulder to two Blackhawks. No foul called. And now, as Cadence Peters cuts in front of the Spartans, she's called for a foul. And that's going to be her first foul and the first on the Blackhawks this half. So one foul apiece. And the Spartans inbound the ball as we have a sub checking in for the Blackhawks. It's going to be Bella Badar checking back in as Cadence Peters will take a break. Taya Struble inbounds the ball for the Spartans. She gets it into Jordan Collison. Over to Miela Struble. Three-point shot by Miela is no good. Off the back of the rim. She's going to feed McCall. McCall drives, pushes, kicks it back out to Miela Struble. Over to Jordan Collison. Jordan Collison's three-point shot's up and good. And that'll be the opening points of the third quarter with almost 5 minutes to go. So we almost went 3 minutes with no scoring. But the Spartans draw first blood in the second half, and they extend their lead to 6 as we have under 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Aubrey Lake feeds Ashlyn Renzel down low. Renzel back to Lake. Lake's going to drive. She's cut off. Gives it over to Ashlyn Renzel. And she tries to save from going out of bounds. We're going to have a turnover. It'll be Spartans basketball. And so with that turnover, Hinton likes a timeout. We're going to take one with them. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk postseason basketball.
Tonight's live stream is sponsored by Allstate agent Ryan Stussy of Dakota Dunes. Ryan Stussy is proud to support the Hinton Blackhawks, and you could call him for any of your insurance needs at 605-377-6776. Go Hinton Blackhawks from Ryan Stussy, your Allstate agent. Allstate, you're in good hands.
And welcome back to Ottawa, Iowa. You're watching postseason action, Class 2A Region 8 quarterfinal between your Hinton Blackhawks and the West Monona Spartans. Spartans lead by 6 as we have about 4 minutes and 45 seconds to go, third quarter roughly. Reminder that if you're interested in sponsoring Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of playoff basketball, they're still looking for sponsors. Email them at fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. We're also going to have spring and summer sports coming up, baseball, softball, and track. So if you'd like to sponsor any of that stuff, you can follow them on Facebook or email them fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Spartans getting ready to inbound the basketball coming out of that timeout. As Struble gets the ball in the front court for the Spartans. She's cut off by Badar. Now she's going to give the ball over to Michaela Haynes. Now back to Struble. Struble has the ball knocked away, but they're going to call a foul on Anna Coffey. That'll be Anna's first personal foul and the team's third this half. Second this half, my fault. So Spartans inbound the basketball. Taylor Struble gives it up to Haynes. Back to Struble. She feeds McCall down low. McCall shots up, no good. Gets her own rebound. Travels. Yeah, they called it. She jumped up and jumped back down without getting a shot off. That's a travel in most any league. That ball is going to go back to the Blackhawks with 4:17 to go, third quarter. And now there's an argument over what happened, and I'm not sure what they're going to call. We have Anna Coffey waiting to inbound the basketball, but Coach Leary is having a discussion with the officials. I'm not sure what the call is going to be. So it's going to be Spartan basketball underneath their own hoop. And Taya Struble inbound the ball for the Spartans. She feeds McCall, guarded closely by Coffey. McCall has the ball tipped away and gathered by Ashlyn Kavarna. She feeds it ahead to Aubrey Lake. Lake feeds it back to Badar. Badar in the corner. And we have a foul called on number 32, Mallory McCall. Maybe not. It's going to be on number 44, Michaela Haynes. That'll be her first personal and the team's second. And the Blackhawks will inbound the ball underneath their own hoop. So Bella Badar is going to inbound the ball for the Blackhawks. Trailing by 6 with 4 minutes to go, third quarter. We have a sub for the Spartans, as Casey Miller is going to check back in and Miela Struble is going to take a break. Ashlyn Renzel brings the ball up to the Blackhawks. Shots, 15-footer is good, and she closes it to a 4-point lead as we're under 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Anna Coffey puts a little pressure on for the Blackhawks, but the Spartans break that. Get it to McCall in the front court. She tries to drive through traffic. Shot's no good, but there's going to be a foul called. That foul is going to be on number 21, Ashlyn Renzel. That'll be her first foul and the third on the team. That'll put McCall at the line shooting 2. She's a 53% free throw shooter on the year. First shot is up, no good. Second shot coming from Mallory McCall for the Spartans. Team's leading scorer by a large margin, averaging 22 points a game. Second shot is up and good, and that's going to give her 9 points on the evening. And the Blackhawks inbound the basketball to Aubrey Lake, ahead to Ashlyn Kavarna. Gives it back to Lake. Lake drives. She gives it over to Ashlyn Renzel, off her hands, out of bounds. It'll be Spartans basketball, leading by 5 with 3:42 to go, third quarter. Casey Miller passes in the front court. It's stolen away by Ashlyn Kavarna, but out of bounds. It'll still be Spartans basketball. Winner of this game is going to take on the winner of Trainer and Lawton on Friday night in Class 2A Region 8 semifinal action. Casey Miller with the ball for Spartans. Gives it ahead to Collison. They try to feed Haynes. Now they're going to give it to Taya Struble. Back to Casey Miller. Over to Jordan Collison. Her three-point shot is up and good. And the Spartans extend the lead to 8 with 3:10 to go, third quarter. Kavarna gets the ball in the front court to Ashlyn Renzel. Renzel drives to the basket. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Mallory McCall, and she kicks it ahead to Collison, who's going to give it up to Haynes. Haynes for the Spartans. Shot is up and good. And the Spartans lead by 10. And the Blackhawks are going to take a timeout. And it's going to be a full timeout. So you're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk basketball postseason edition. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Kunkel Trucking is a proud Hinton supporter of both athletic and academics. For over 20 years, Kunkel Trucking has been hauling livestock both locally and regionally. With a fleet of trucks, they can make sure your haul gets from point A to point B on time. Go Blackhawks from Kunkel Trucking.
Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you.
Friday night, and will face either Tri-Center or Underwood, the winner of that matchup. So once again, welcome to Holstein and Girls 2A Region 8 tournament action. For your starting lineups tonight, for the Holstein Raptors, we have number 2, Michaela Kolpin. She's an 11.1 point per night scorer. Number 4, Shay Duttler, 7.7 points. Number 14, Anya Kustenmacher, 11.2 points per game. Madison Stillwater, number 22, 11.1 points per game. And rounding out the Raptor lineup, number 50, Emma Voss, 12.4 points per game and 8.8 rebounds per game. Her 8.8 rebounds per game were 4th in the Western Valley Conference, and her 12.4 points per game were 7th in the Western Valley Conference. The Raptors are 7-2 in the conference, and they were 12-8 overall. They score 60.3 points per game and only give up 47.4. Kingsley Pearson won the Western Valley Conference, going 10-0 and 20-1 overall. For your Wolverines, number 12, Willa Cyclica, 4.2 points per game. Number 14, Kaylee Jacobs, 12 points per game. Her 2.1 three-pointers per game is second in the War Eagle Conference. Number 22, Brianna Botchin, 3.2 points per game. Hannah Dow, number 24, leads the team in several categories. 15.2 points per game is 4th in the War Eagle. 4 assists per game, 3rd in the War Eagle. 2 three-pointers per game, 3rd in the War Eagle. And she's 4th in the War Eagle in three-point shooting percentage at 37.8%. Rounding out the Wolverine lineup is number 40, Kaylee Ink, 2.9 points per game. The Wolverines were 2-8 in the War Eagle, good for 9th place. Unity Christian won the War Eagle this year, going 10-0 in the conference and 20-2 overall. The Wolverines are 8-14 overall. They score 44.3 points per game and give up 48.5 points per game. Hey, we're going to play trivia again tonight. Game time trivia, 712-348-1242. We'll get her going right away with the question. Hey, I like coffee, I like food, I like sports, and that's what the trivia is tonight. Which country produces the most coffee in the world? Which country produces the most coffee in the world? Get that to me, 712-348-1242. We'll be back with you after the courtside lineups.
Primgar Chiropractic Clinic. Aching to see us? Neck pain, arm and leg pain, auto accidents, back pain, sports injuries, chronic pain, headaches, work injuries, and arthritis. Dr. Heather Eink can help patients of all ages get an adjustment to get their alignment in place. And there's a licensed massage therapist as well. And therapy services like ultrasound, muscle stem, and cold laser. Ask about foot levelers for orthotics. Find Primgar Chiropractic Clinic on Facebook and call for an appointment today.
Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you. If you have a business, you could be delivering your message just like I am to you this very minute. Please contact us for sponsorship opportunities by emailing fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that's fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Thank you for joining our broadcast.
Hey, have you checked out the Broadway Marketplace in Paulina? They just got a whole bunch of new inventory and great gift ideas for you or someone you know. Whether it's for your teachers or the kids or someone in your family. Maybe it's for you. Take advantage of our great deals. And Wolverine gear is in stock. We've got all sizes. And order your flowers with us, too. And right now, 50% off all winter and Christmas inventory. You'll find just about everything at the Broadway Marketplace in Paulina. Call them today and find them on Facebook.
Welcome back to Holstein, ladies and gentlemen, for 2A Region 8 tournament action. The Wolverines of South O'Brien versus the Raptors of Ridgeview. Again, Copland, Dottler, Kirstenmacher, Stillwater, and Voss for the Raptors. Cyclica, Jacobs, Botchen, Dow, and Eink for the Wolverines. Your Wolverines are in black tonight, and the Raptors in white. Kaylee Eink and Emma Voss will tip it off here shortly in Region 8 of 2A girls tournament action. Again, the winner goes on to Underwood Friday night. And the Wolverines control with Cyclica into the front court to Dow, to Jacobs. Jacobs looking inside to Botchen. Botchen brings it back out. Nothing there to Jacobs, to Dow. Hannah Dow goes baseline, and high pass throws it away. Raptor basketball, 7:30 left. Again, if you didn't hear the opening trivia question, folks, which country produces the most coffee in the world? Hey, 712-348-1242. Kistenmacher inside and knocked away by Brianna Botchen. Be a Raptor basketball underneath. Kirstenmacher to take the ball out. The Wolverines on a man defense. Inside, right away to Michaela Colpin, and Colpin scores.
So when I restarted it, it changed the title. I'm going to have to stop it so I can restart it.
Blackhawk basketball. So we are at the start of the fourth quarter, and the score of the game is 32-26 in favor of the West Monona Spartans. Arbor Lake brings the ball up court for the Blackhawks. That ball is going to be stolen away by Taya Struble. She brings it in the front court, gives away to Miela Struble. Over to McCall. McCall is going to give it back to Taya Struble. She's going to be fouled, I believe, by number 21, Ashlyn Renzel for the Blackhawks. That'll be Ashlyn Renzel's second personal foul and the fourth this half. Ball is back to Miela Struble. Bring up our game. Bring up our game. Bring up our game. 3-point shot's going to be good by Jordan Collison, and that's going to extend the lead to 9. Okay, Spartan ball is going to steal the ball again. Collison pops and shoots just inside the 50 line. That shot's going to be good. And the Blackhawks are going to be trailing by 11 quickly in the fourth quarter as we have 7:08 to go. 7:08 to go, fourth quarter. We've had some streaming issues with you. I apologize. We've got that all straightened out now. So we're taking a timeout. We'll take one with them. You're watching Full Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk basketball.
Kunkel Trucking is a proud Hinton supporter of both athletic and academics. For over 20 years, Kunkel Trucking has been hauling livestock both locally and regionally. With a fleet of trucks, they can make sure your haul gets from point A to point B on time. Go Blackhawks from Kunkel Trucking.
And welcome back to And welcome back. Ball's going to be stolen away by McCall. McCall gets the ball stolen back away by Ashlyn Kavarna as we've solved our streaming issues, supposedly. So hopefully everybody's tuned in now and can see what's going on. Arbor Lake with the ball for the Blackhawks. We have 6:45 to go in fourth quarter. 3-point shot by Bella Badar is no good. Rebounded by Jordan Collison. She brings it up in the front court for the Spartans. Ahead to Miela Struble. Over to Mallory McCall. Taya Struble taking a three-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Bella Badar. 6:30 to go in the ball game, and the Blackhawks are looking to find some points to cut into this Spartan lead. That ball is going to be tipped away, but gathered by Anna Coffey. Ahead to Aubrey Lake. Lake back to Ashlyn Kavarna. Over to Bella Badar. Back to Anna Coffey. Over to Bella Badar. Badar's cut. She passes it to Ashlyn Renzel. Her shot's going to be no good. Rebounded by Anna Coffey. Great job of rebounding there by Coffey. Feeds it back out to Aubrey Lake. Over to Ashlyn Kavarna. Kavarna drives, shoots, shots no good. Tipped out of bounds. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. Again, no foul called. Coach Leary would like to know what happened there, but no foul called. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. 5:48 to go, fourth quarter. Badar inbounds the ball to Kavarna. Back to Badar. Over to Lake. That pass is going to be almost stolen away by Struble. Bella Badar regathers it, passes it into Anna Coffey. She drives to the hoop, kicks it out to Ashlyn Renzel. Renzel's three-point shot's up, no good. Rebounded by Coffey. Back to Renzel, over to Lake. Lake over to Badar. Badar's three-point shot from the corner is no good, off the rim. Kavarna gathers it, kicks it out to Badar. And Lake's able to gather the pass is a little high for Badar. Back to Badar now, guarded closely by number 10, Miela Struble. Now McCall guards Badar. Over to Renzel. Over to Kavarna. Blackhawks just unable to get those three-pointers to fall tonight, and the Spartans have been determined not to let the Blackhawks get those easy paint buckets like they're used to getting. So Anna Coffey's been held to 2 points tonight. And that alone tells you the story. She averages 12 points, and most of those come inside the paint. So Blackhawks will inbound the ball underneath their own basket. Badar inbounds. Throws it over to Ashlyn Kavarna. Kavarna's three-point shot, up, no good. Off of Spartan, out of bounds. It should be Blackhawk basketball. Now the two referees talk together, and they're going to say it is Blackhawk basketball. So 4:57 to go, fourth quarter. Blackhawks trail by 11. Feed it into Anna Coffey. She's going to be fouled. And the foul is going to be on number 12, Taya Struble. That's going to be her third personal foul and the team's fifth this half. So Bella Badar will inbound the ball with 4:56 to go. She gets it into Anna Coffey. Coffey drives, kicks it out to Aubrey Lake. Lake drives, kicks it over to Ashlyn Renzel. Back to Lake. Lake's three-point shot from the corner is up, no good. Renzel gets the rebound, and she's fouled right away by number 12, Taya Struble. That'll be Taya's second foul in the last 10 seconds. That's going to give her 4 in the game and get the Spartans 6 this half. The Blackhawks need to cut in this lead as we're to 4:44 to go in the game. Blackhawks trail by 11. They get the ball into Anna Coffey, over to Bella Badar. Badar's three-point shot from the corner, they're going to call a travel first. That shot's not going to count. And with 4:37 to go, it'll be a turnover back to the Spartans. They're going to be a turnover. That'll be a charge on Miela Struble, and that ball is going to go back to the Blackhawks. That's going to be Miela's third personal foul, and the team's 7th, so the Blackhawks will be at the line with any more fouls by the Spartans. Badar gives the ball into Lake. Back to Badar. Back to Lake. Blackhawks need to find some offense here in a hurry as we're 4:30 to go in fourth quarter. They trail by 11. 37-26 on your Taggart Power Sports scoreboard. Coffey feeds Lake. Lake drives through the hoop. Up and good. And that was a much-needed basket for the Blackhawks as they're down by 9 with 4:10 to go, fourth quarter. That pass by the Spartans is going to be a little too hot to handle, out of bounds. And that's going to go back to the Blackhawks. So, West Monona Spartans coach not happy. He's going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them. It's a 30-second timeout. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk basketball.
Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you. If you have a business, you could be delivering your message just like I am to you this very minute. Please contact us for sponsorship opportunities by emailing fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that's fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Thank you for joining our broadcast.
Welcome back to Ottawa, Iowa. 4:05 to go, fourth quarter. Blackhawks inbounding the ball, coming out of a timeout by the Spartans. In the front court to Ashlyn Renzel. Renzel gives it up to Bella Badar. Down to Anna Coffey, over to Renzel. Renzel getting called for a travel, and that'll be a turnover back to the Spartans with 3:52 to go, fourth quarter. Blackhawks trail by 9. They put a full court press on. Anna Coffey pressures. And Jalen Struble just lowers his shoulder into a Blackhawk. Nothing called either way. They have been letting them play tonight, and that might be an understatement. I coach football, and I've seen less contact on a football field. But anyway, we got 3:33 to go, fourth quarter. That ball stolen away by Aubrey Lake, tipped out of bounds by Haynes. It's going to be Blackhawk basketball. 3:29 to go, trailing by 9. Anna Coffey's going to inbound the ball for the Blackhawks. Timeout situation, 3 for West Monona, 1 for the Blackhawks. Team fouls, 7 for West Monona, 4 for the Blackhawks. Kavarna has the ball in the front court over to Lake. Lake drives to the hoop, kicks it out to Kavarna, but it's stolen away by McCall. And the ball's going to be tipped away out of bounds. And now the Spartan fans aren't happy because it looked like Bella Badar might have tipped that ball, but they're going to say it was off McCall, and it's going to be Blackhawk basketball with 3:15 to go. So Bella Badar will inbound the ball for the Blackhawks. As Casey Miller is going to try to apply pressure on Aubrey Lake. She gives it right back to Badar in the front court. That kind of puts it into that one-girl press. Over to Ashlyn Renzel. Back to Aubrey Lake, over to Bella Badar. Badar tries to drive. She's cut off by McCall. She's going to feed Ashlyn Renzel. Renzel tries to feed Renzel underneath. As Kavarna tried to feed Renzel. Ball is going to be tipped away. That's going to be a foul called to number 22, Jalen Struble. That's going to be your second personal and the team's 8th. That's going to put Ashlyn Renzel at the line, shooting a 1-and-1 as we have 2:59 to go in the ball game. Renzel's first free throw is up and good. That's going to add to her 63% she's shooting on the year already. And the Blackhawks trail by 8. Second free throw coming up for Renzel is up and good. And the Blackhawks close it to 7 with 2:59 to go, fourth quarter. Casey Miller with the ball. She gets in the front court to Haynes. Passes to McCall. McCall lowers his shoulder. And that's going to be a foul on Mallory McCall. That'll be her second foul. And the team's 9th. There's been a lot of that tonight both ways. A lot of contact and very few things have been called. But I think the referees got that one right as she definitely leaned into her. So Anna Coffey's bringing the ball back up for the Blackhawks here, trying to get in the front court. She passes over to Aubrey Lake. She's going to feed Anna Coffey. Ashlyn Kavarna's three-point shot's no good. Tipped around. Jordan Collison gathers the ball, but it's out of bounds. It'll be Blackhawk basketball as Bella Badar knocked it off her out of bounds. Off Collison out of bounds. So it's Blackhawk basketball with 2:34 to go, fourth quarter. Blackhawks trail by 7. Into Anna Coffey. That ball's tipped away and gathered by Jalen Struble. She brings the ball in the front court for the Spartans. Passes ahead to Jordan Collison. Back to Struble, over to Miela Struble. sorry. And that's going to be a travel called on Collison. Ball goes back to the Blackhawks with 2:12 to go, fourth quarter. Spartans going to be put a full court press of their own on. Aubrey Lake has the ball for the Blackhawks. She crosses half court, drives to the hoop. She's going to feed Ashlyn Kavarna underneath the hoop. That's up and good. And the Blackhawks close within 5 as we have 2 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Now Mallory McCall is going to bring the ball in the front court for the Spartans. She gives it to Jordan Collison, takes a step, but the coach calls a timeout. So it'll be 1:54 to go, fourth quarter. We'll take a timeout with them. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk basketball.
Kunkel Trucking is a proud Hinton supporter of both athletic and academics. For over 20 years, Kunkel Trucking has been hauling livestock both locally and regionally. With a fleet of trucks, they can make sure your haul gets from point A to point B on time. Go Blackhawks from Kunkel Trucking.
And welcome back to Ottawa, Iowa. You're watching Hinton Blackhawk girls basketball postseason action. Thank you to our fine sponsors, Kunkel Trucking and Allstate Insurance. Ryan Stussy is the agent there to contact. You can find Ryan in his office. Tonight you can find him on the Blackhawk bench as he is one of the assistant coaches for the Blackhawks. So thanks to those two fine sponsors along with Fuller Digital Solutions, we're able to bring you this coverage of Hinton Blackhawk girls postseason action. Sorry about the streaming issues we had earlier. Hopefully that's all straightened out now as we have 37-32 ball game with 1:54 to go in the fourth quarter. It'll be the Spartans basketball underneath their own basket. It's going to be number 12, Taya Struble, inbound on the basketball for the Spartans. She gets it into McCall. McCall shots up and good. And that's going to give McCall 11 points on the evening, but Jordan Collison's leading Spartan scorers with 16. A pair of Blackhawks are leading scorers for them as they get the ball into Kyra Peters. It's going to be tipped away. She gathers it back and gets it to Aubrey Lake. As Ashlyn Kavarna and Aubrey Lake have 8 points apiece for the Blackhawks to lead their scoring effort. Kavarna feeds it down low to Coffey, back out to Lake. Across to Kyra Peters, back to Lake. Feeds Coffey, back to Peters, over to Renzel. Renzel drives, she's cut off. Her shot's going to be partially blocked and gathered by McCall. And McCall brings the ball in the front court for the Spartans as we have 1:08 to go. And the Blackhawks trail by 7. Miela Struble with the ball in front for the Spartans. Feeds it down low to McCall. McCall's going to feed it to Haynes. Haynes' shot's going to be up and good. And that's going to extend the Spartan lead to 9 as we have 52 seconds and counting. In the front court to Lake. Lake's going to be called for a travel. It's going to go back to the Spartans. And the Blackhawks trail by 9 with 47.9 seconds to go. So I would expect the Blackhawks will foul here, get the ball back. We'll see how the coach is going to play it. And Coffey tips the ball away. She gathers it to Lake. Lake's going to drive. Shot's going to be up and good. And the Blackhawks trail by 7 with 39 seconds to go. Now the Spartans quickly get in the front court to Haynes. She's going to feed McCall underneath the basket all by herself. That shot's going to be up and good. Now the Blackhawks get the ball in as Ashlyn Kavarna pushes the ball up the court for the Blackhawks. 27 seconds to go. Fourth quarter over to Badar. Badar's three-point shots up. No good. Rebounded off Anna Coffey out of bounds. It'll be Spartan basketball. And Taylor Struble is going to inbound the ball for the Spartans. The Blackhawks will employ full court press now. And Bella Badar tries to foul Miela Struble and does. Miela didn't like that very much, but look at the situation of the basketball game and you have to foul. So Blackhawks only have 5 team fouls though, so that's not going to put anybody at the line. So they inbound the ball again, and Bella Badar tries to foul. But now it's going to get ahead to Miela Struble, brings the ball in the front court, chased by Ashlyn Kavarna. Kavarna fouls Miela with 7 seconds to go. It still is not going to be any free throw shot. That's going to be Ashlyn's second personal foul, only the 6th for the Blackhawks. So now they can put someone at the line. 7 seconds to go. Ball is inbounded. Miela Struble, she has the ball. Gives it over to Mallory McCall. Back to Taya Struble, and that's how the ball game's going to end. So this game's going to end with the Spartans leading 43-34 on your Tager Power Sports scoreboard. We'll be right back with a game recap after this commercial break from one of our sponsors.
Tonight's live stream is sponsored by Allstate agent Ryan Stussy of Dakota Dunes. Ryan Stussy is proud to support the Hinton Blackhawks, and you could call him for any of your insurance needs at 605-377-6776. Go Hinton Blackhawks from Ryan Stussy, your Allstate agent. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Thank you. Welcome back to Ottawa, Iowa, as you've watched playoff action between the Lady Blackhawks and the West Monona Spartans. Blackhawks come out on the short end, 43-34 on your Taggart Power Sports scoreboard. Leading scorer for the Spartans was number 14, Jordan Collison, as she was able to tally 16 points. And right behind her was Mallory McCall, as she was able to score 13 points for the Spartans to lead them. Blackhawks leaders in scoring, a pair. It was Ashlyn Kavarna and Aubrey Lake. Each had 8 points apiece. So the Blackhawks are going to end the season at 10-11. The Spartans are going to move to 15-7. They're going to move on Friday night to play the winner of Trainer and Lawton. So that's going to do it here tonight from Ottawa. Thank you for watching our coverage of Fuller Digital Solutions Hinton Blackhawk basketball. You can join us again Thursday night for varsity boys action as the Hinton Blackhawks will be on the road taking on Boyden Hall. Good night. It's been Trevor Case along with Jenna Case bringing you this production of girls Blackhawk basketball by Fuller Digital Solutions.